Hey everybody, welcome back. This is a short video about a little bit of a unfortunate incident that happened. I was working on issue number 10 of the Imaginary Voyages of Edgar Allan Poe for Hocus Pocus Comics and Dwight McPherson. And I was doing some lettering on some of the pages that I had done and realized they didn't match up with the script that I had. And it turns out that pages, a bunch of pages, including the one we're looking at right here, there's a little Chewbacca hidden in the background, were from an older version of the script that I wasn't supposed to have had. So here's the current version of the script, the updated script, and it does not match this page at all. So I have to redo about, I don't know, half the pages. And then repurpose whatever I can from my original pages so I don't have to do quite as much work. And in the case of this page, I did pencil a new replacement page, but also realizing that I can take Fenris the Wolf there from this page and put him in to a new page. Everything is done in Clip Studio Paint, and usually that means everything's on different layers, and even if it isn't on a different layer, here's the new page that I sketched up. I actually forgot a panel, so it was just mistakes all around. But there we go. So there's the new page. Because what I had originally done was I decided, oh well, you know, if this is a splash page, and what I'll do, I'll just quickly convert it into a new splash page. So I just left Fenris in there, and I'd already had a soldier brush, so it just makes infinite amount of soldiers. And then I add the Nightmare King and a little bit of a background, and you know, Bob's your uncle. The page is done. It's easy peasy. Blah blah blah. And Dwight is like, no, we can't add more pages. He doesn't talk like that, but that's what I assume it kind of sounded like in my head. So anyway, I already done a little bit of the lettering and stuff for this page after rearranging the panels and adding the panel that I forgot. And there we go. Bam! The splash page that I had made is now the first panel, and I just drop in and rearrange the guys so that they fit in. And now all I got to do is finish inking the page. So I add my borders here, and away we go. Now I'm using the Ensabler Extra Stiff brush because that's the one I've been using for most of this project. It seems to work pretty good for what I'm doing in this type of style. It's kind of slightly more cartoony style. And I'm also adding in here and there a little bit of zip tones. I've been enjoying using the zip tone function of Clip Studio. You can sort of see it. I'll show you in a second here on the eye. There's a little bit of zip tone under the eye here. Let's see what we got here. There we go. So there's a little bit of zip, and you'll sort of see how I really quickly roughed out this panel into the way that I wanted it to look, but it's not quite exactly what appears in the final product. So on my other monitor, I'll have a picture of a wolf that I have for reference. So if you see me adding any little details and things in here, that's where I'm getting those from. I'm not just kind of manufactured from whole cloth, like under the tongue and stuff there. That's from this other photo I have on the other side that I'm occasionally glancing at. So I turn off my pencils so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better, and then adding the little details which aren't in the pencils anyway, so don't need it. And that's pretty much that panel. To add a little zip on his nose. This stuff goes pretty quick because it's more in a cartoony style, so it's really easy to finish. I did make a mistake here with Irving's fingers. He has 4 fingers. I drew the old cartoony 3. I'll have to go back in later and fix that, but that's no big deal with digital. It's easy to erase stuff. There's no whiteout. My fingers don't get messy. You'll sort of see also as I'm going along that I kind of change things as I work. You'll see some of the shading and stuff. I'll move the eyes around her. I didn't like her eyes here, so I made her more squinty. Actually, later on, I even the left eye there, I nudged it over a little bit. I thought it was a little bit on the wrong side. So you'll see here, I'll change things depending on how other things were done. So some of the shading here doesn't really match some of the other shading, so I'll go back in and erase it and add new stuff. And like right here when I was working on the belt, I noticed the shading on the right here didn't really look good, so I erased it and redrew it. Add some of the clouds from the approaching army, some of the dust and smoke, and erase that. Put the lettering back in, erase the lettering where it doesn't need to be, leaving it as a color hold so the colors can come in later and change it to whatever he wants. Looks like just finish up the last panel here, and we're almost done. This is obviously not actual speed. I think this is at what am I looking at here? 600%. So there was even a panel that I completely erased and redid, but I didn't bother showing that because it would look like I was incompetent or something. Anyway, we're almost done here. Just add a couple little metal things, and then the hair. Put the hair on a different level so it's easy to erase and add. And some speed lines, and that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the spooky sounds. The spooky music has nothing to do with anything. Thanks for watching.